Hello and happy Sunday. This is Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and today is Sunday, July the 14th, and it is hot out here. My friend Melissa was running a little thing over on her page where she was saying, it's so hot, fill in the blank. Of course, she wanted us to keep it clean, but if you can think of any, now would be a good time to say it. So I got in the car to go meet Karen to walk today, and the thermostat on my car said 103. That's no bueno. This girl doesn't do 103. So hello and happy Sunday, everybody. This is chat number 372. I am Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. This chat is titled How to Respond to Unhelpful Thoughts. We do have a special guest in the second half who's already making noise, but I'm not going to let you know who it is until the second half. But the special guest has not one, but two recipes to share with us. So that should throw you off just a little bit that the special guest has recipes to share. And hello, Elaine. Hello, Lynn. Good to see you. Again, today is Sunday, July the 14th, and it is hot. Lynn, how is Texas? So y'all had some rough weather last week, and I know a lot of you, including us, are in really super hot areas. But Lynn, how is Texas doing? Because that was rough last week. And let's see. Hello to Marianne. Hello, Sherry. Greetings, Sarah from Raleigh, Massachusetts, and hello, Trish from California. It is good to see you. Yeah, it's another scorcher here in Knoxville. Hello, Mary from Pittsburgh. Karen and I did not even make it the entire way on our walk today. We were going to do it. We were troopers, and we were going to do it, and it's just too hot. It's just too stinking hot. If we have any scientists in our group, I need to know, is it possible for the humidity to be more than 100%? I understand that it can't be. I totally get it. I understand that it can't be, but I'm telling you the humidity out here today is more than 100% if that's possible. And let's see who else has popped in. Hello, Hattie. Hello, Orlando Debbie. Mary says it is hot there. Let's see. Sarah said they had no power in parts of Texas for a week. Oh, no. We didn't have power here in the showroom where we're at for about an hour and a half today. That was too long. So an hour and a half was way too long. And let's see. Hello, Sandra from Demons Ferry. Lynn says it is hot, but her power was only out for 12 hours. Oh, goodness. But that lots of people, it was out for 4 to 5 days. No. Yeah, no, thank you. Okay, a little bit of news for here in the middle part of July. So we're officially halfway through July. A little bit of news. First thing is, today is the first day of the Build a Satisfying Meal Challenge over in the If You Have an Egg Facebook group. So Julie is kind enough to host us challenges for us every single week, and this week she has chosen to kind of go along with the topic that we'll be talking about next week, building a satisfying meal. So that's going to be your challenge for this week. You can hop on over to the If You Have an Egg Facebook group after the chat and check that out. And if you are not already a member, I am sure one of our lovely ladies will post the link so that you can go over there and join. Remember to answer those 3 questions or I cannot let you in. But yeah, so you can go over there and get that challenge going. That one's going to be pretty easy for me because I have so many vegetables out of the garden that almost anything that I try to eat, I can turn into a satisfying meal. So that challenge is going to be easy for me this week. Also, second little bit of news, Amazon Prime Day is Tuesday the 16th and Wednesday the 17th. I will be sharing some of my favorites on a post on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. That's just www.IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. I'll be sharing those tomorrow. Please, if you don't buy something just to be buying it, but if you find something in my list that that you'd like to try, something that you were thinking about getting anyway, something new that looks interesting and you were going to purchase, please go ahead and click on my affiliate links. I literally earn pennies from your click, but right now pennies count. So every single penny counts and I will take them. Speaking of pennies, if you would like to do stars, we were able to buy, last week I used the stars that we had already earned for I used the stars that we had already earned to buy the spices that we used for our chat last week. So thank you to everyone who has given stars. Yeah, seriously, every little penny counts right now. And hello, oh my goodness, Carol Lou has her Peanut visiting with her tonight from St. Louis. So Peanut, stay tuned for the second half because I'd like for you to meet somebody. And last thing, week 1 update on Bioma. So things are going well. I told you all last week that I have been selected to do a trial for Bioma, what is it called? Bioma Health? Hold on, let me look. It is Bioma Health. Yeah, I'm right. So I've been selected for a trial for Bioma Health's probiotic. They also have fiber and something else, and I was like, whoa, slow down. Let's do one at a time because I don't want to mix and match. I want to get some real results from this. So week 1, they told me not to expect any real results for a month, and then to really expect results, like what's going to happen by month 3. But at the end of week 1, I can tell you that I don't have my kind of unnatural bloatedness is gone. And I don't know if it's the Bioma probiotic or if it's the vast amounts of watermelon and cucumbers I've been eating, but I have TMI, but we talk about this stuff. I have peed more in this last week than ever. So I have a feeling that has something to do with it, but that sure helped today since it was so humid. Okay, so let's get down to business. Who attended an in-person workshop last week? Give me some thumbs ups for that. Thumbs ups for in-person workshops. And I know a couple of you all did because I saw you there, so thumbs ups for that. Let me see if I can get that to go. What? No, not yet. Okay, so thumbs ups for that. Yep, and there is Melissa. I know that you were there. Lynn's thumbs ups and hearts. And let's see some hearts. If you attended here with us live last week, or if you watched later on demand. So aloha, Kathy. So thumbs ups for in-person workshops or Zoom workshops, and hearts. Oh, there go our little graphics, and hearts if you were here with us live last week, or yeah, there they go. Or if you watched later on demand. So good job, everybody. I see lots of you all did. Here are your Bravo stickers for in-person workshops last week. Yeah, for in-person workshops, and for, Marianne sat in a green chair, awesome, for your in-person workshops and for attending here with us last week. Okay, so that's all the news, and there's your first round of Bravo stickers. Last week, we were talking about how to actually achieve your goals, and I think I told you all last week, I had attended a baby shower the day before, and I had collected all those little clothespins that I used in our chat last week, and that was so fun, doing the clipping up like they did in Alyssa's kindergarten class last year to get to your goal. So last week we talked about taking our big lofty goals and kind of taking them down a notch, kind of breaking them down into something smaller, because like you can't go from 0 to 60 overnight. So sometimes you need to break it down a little bit. I told y'all to check your watch because I wanted you to realize, hey, do I even have time to make this goal? So it would be very unwise to say, oh, I want to lose 50 pounds by Saturday, or like I said last week, oh, I want to run a half marathon the next weekend. So that's too big of a goal and it's too short of a timeline. And you need to check your schedule. Is this something that would work right now? My little mini goals in the garden. Okay, so my special guest's mother and sister are watching, and they're expecting her to behave. So right now, she is, but thanks a lot, because you just drew attention to yourself, and I'm getting a lot of in the background. So, yeah. Okay, so I've got my eyes on you too, Mom and little sister. But anyway, we were talking about kind of breaking those down. So one of my goals for last week was I want to take down that lofty goal that I had 2 years ago of pickling and fermenting everything, and I never did it. I did just a little bit, or I started just a little bit, freaked myself out, and just completely stopped. So this year, kind of broke it down, and I said I want to try a few things out of the garden this summer, so that I can learn how to do that. Okay, so so we talked about clipping up. Hello, Susie. We talked about clipping up last week, and I hope y'all had a little bit of fun with that. I enjoyed using the little tiny, these were teeny tiny. The little clips were from the baby shower, again, like I said, the day before. And so the little clips were, you clipped them to your shirt. So if you said the word baby or baby shower or baby in anything, you could go steal somebody's clips. So they were teeny tiny clips. But I don't know about you, but I had a good time clipping up to show myself where I was at with clipping up on my goals. Okay, so your homework last week was #clip up, and let's see how you did. Hopefully you thought of a lofty goal that you could kind of use while you were doing your little clip ups. Okay, so Casey's big goal, and sorry, I'm just throwing you out here. Didn't even tell you I was going to say your name tonight, but Casey's big goal, and she's been talking about this one for a while, is to stop eating fast food, just like stop, and then provide nutritious, delicious, and healthier meals for her family. Okay, but Casey realizes she can't go from 0 to 60 in a day, okay? So these were some little clip-ups that she did this week to help get a little bit closer to that big goal. Her first clip is she picked a food that she wanted to be able to replace at home, and she chose McGriddles from McDonald's. First of all, John is trying to boycott McDonald's just because of the expense and the ridiculousness of how small everything's getting. So her first clip was to pick a food, and she picked McGriddles. Then she clipped up. She found a video of someone else making them. Her next little clip up was to check what ingredients she had on hand. Then her next little clip up was to gather the missing ingredients, so she made a little trip to the store. Her next little clip up was to enlist some help to make the first batch. Then the next clip up, it was a success. Everyone loved them. So that next clip up is to tweak the recipe and plan a day to be able to make these to be able to make them in bulk, the McGriddles in bulk, and then freeze them and have them ready. Awesome. Way to go, Casey. And let's see, Marlene says, hello from Florida. It's storming. Oh no, and her poor dog is shaking. Oh no, bless its heart. Okay, Sweet Lynn, who is here, her big goal is to get to Wonderland. And if you don't know what Wonderland is, it's O-N-E, Wonderland, to get into the 100s. But she knows that she can't get there overnight. So these were her clip-ups this week. Her first clip was to pick a short-term goal. And that short-term goal was 5 pounds. That's a great goal. Her first clip-up was to pick a day to start. Next clip-up was to remind herself this is not a sprint. It's a marathon. Her next clip up is to get the support of friends, all of us, because she posted her shorter term goal as her homework. And hello, Joycelyn. Her next clip up was to take it day by day, just take it one day at a time to her first goal, and then to set a new one. So good job, Lynn. That was a good one. I'm going to sidetrack real quick. Susie wants to know what a McGriddle is. Really? Really? You don't know what a McGriddle is? They're fantastic, and you don't need to start eating them. Because again, McDonald's is their prices are getting more and their quality is getting lower. So we made them as a McGriddle from McDonald's is actually it's a maple flavored pancake, and then it has a piece of sausage and an egg on there, and then another maple flavored pancake, and that has the little McDonald's logo burned into it or whatever. And you can also get chicken McGriddles. Really? Y'all don't know what a McGriddle is? So Casey made them using Kodiak cakes, and we did maple syrup and made little tiny waffles, and did the same thing. So now that she's perfected it, then I promise we will post a recipe another time. Okay, but let's switch to our last little bit of homework, and that is Melissa, Ann, and Danielle are clipping up together for a 5K. So their first clip was to do a 5K in the fall. The decision was made to do a 5K in the fall. Clip up, choose a buddy, or in this case, 2. Next clip up is to find the event. So they're going to figure out which event they're going to do. Next clip up is to purchase tickets to the event. Next clip up is to get the appropriate attire for this event because it's a 5K. And then the next clip up, prep the way to a 5K. So awesome clipping up, ladies. Bravo. Here are your Bravo stickers. Good job, everybody. Y'all did an awesome job this week with those. And I love hearing those. And my guest helper is in the background passing out more Bravo stickers. So everybody's getting Bravo stickers today. Okay, this week's topic is how to respond to unhelpful thoughts. And I just want to ask, why do those little voices in our heads sound so loud sometimes? And y'all all know what I'm talking about. So the little voice in your head decides to skip inside voice. You're supposed to have an inside voice, and it decides to skip that and go straight to Banshee Scream when you have a little trip up. You know what I mean? So I don't know about you, but my little voice never ever whispers, hey Kelly, you ate more chips than we planned, in an inside voice. Instead it's screaming, hey dummy, check out the empty chip bag that you left over there. You are so, pardon me, this is just an example, okay? You are so stupid, and they're going to kick you out of Weight Watchers if you don't get a grip on yourself, okay? That's what my little voice that goes from quiet inside voice to immediate banshee scream. That's what it sounds like. And sometimes it sounds so loud that I think other people are going to be able to hear it, okay? So some pro tips for talking back to yourself. First one is see it for what it is. When you hear that voice when you hear that little voice start to rev up, just take a breath and recognize that's all it is. It's just your inner voice. No one is standing out here yelling at you, okay? No one called and said, hey, I noticed you had an empty chip bag in your garbage. Okay, what were you thinking? No one's doing that. None of your friends are going to stop talking to you or hanging out with you because you ate a bag of chips. It's your little voice, and we need to let the little voice know we're onto it, okay? We're aware of what's going on, and we are onto it. The next thing is a reality check. So next, you need to kind of put that little voice in its place by asking it 2 questions, okay? So you want to go, hey little voice, I need your attention for a second. The first question is, what are the facts about what you just said to me? So in my comment up here, I said my little voice was screaming at me, hey, you ate more chips than we planned. Okay, that might be true. You know, it's screaming, hey dummy. Well, first of all, I'm not dumb. So false. Second thing is, check out that empty chip bag you left over there. Okay, that's a true fact. There is an empty chip bag over there. And then the last one was, you're so stupid. They're going to kick you out of Weight Watchers. No, they're not. No one is kicking anybody out of Weight Watchers for tripping up and eating a bag of potato chips or whatever else it is that your little voice, hello Marlene, was just yelling at you about, okay? So ask your little voice, what are the facts to back up what you just said to me? Because if there are no facts, like in this example, the fact was there was an empty chip bag, but the rest of it, it was false. So the little voice just needs to hush and go back to being an inside voice, okay? The second thing you need to ask your little voice is, hey little voice, would you say that to one of our friends? Because that answer is no. None of us. Now there are some other Facebook groups that I have unjoined, unfollowed, but none of us, I'm telling you, I know you ladies and a couple of gents, none of us would actually say that to one of our friends. You wouldn't walk up to them and go, hey dummy, there's an empty chip bag in your garbage. They're going to kick you out of Weight Watchers. We wouldn't do it. So again, false. So little voice in your head, you need to hit the road. Okay, the last thing you need to do though then is to release your inner critic. I don't know if y'all have listened to any of the walk talks, but there is a walk talk and that is in your WW app. So you just go to your app, go to the little icon in the upper left, which used to be the little 3 lines, and now it's your profile picture, whatever profile picture you've selected for your app. When you touch that, scroll down to discover content. And when you go down, there's a section called Walk Talks. Actually, you don't go to Discover Content, you just go to Walk Talks. But in one of the Walk Talks, it's called Release Your Inner Critic Walk Talk. Clinical psychologist Dr. Shafali is chatting with a Canadian Weight Watchers coach named Jake about how to push past, so how to push down that little inner voice, push past your inner critic and reimagine who you want to be. It's only 28 minutes long, and it's designed so that you can listen to it and walk for 28 minutes, but you totally don't have to. So please don't think that the walk talks mean that you have to walk. You can just sit and listen to them. You can listen to them before you go to bed. You can listen to them while you're walking, while you're brushing your teeth, while you're cooking, whatever you want to do. So that one's only 28 minutes, and you can walk or you can just listen along. It's totally up to you. So, and I'm talking really fast because our special guest is wanting to come on before 8:30, and our special guest's bedtime was 20 minutes ago. So the first half of tonight's chat is going to be a little bit shorter than normal, but we're going to have a lot of fun in the second half. So let's talk about your homework. The homework is hashtag little voice check. Hashtag LITTLEVOICECHECK. So hashtag little voice check. And I know, because I already saw Sarah and I already saw a couple of the others, I know you thought of something that your little voice has said to hurt your feelings this week. Oh, Marlene, thank you. We'll pause for a second. Thank you. Marlene sent 200 stars. I really appreciate that. Thank you. That was so sweet of you. So I know though that while we were talking that you thought of something either this week, maybe even today, that your little voice said to hurt your feelings, okay? So, and thank you, Lynn, for posting the homework. So tell us what it was. So for your homework this week, I want you to tell us what that hurtful thing was that your little voice said. Then I want you to do your 2 questions. I want you to ask your inner voice those 2 questions. The first one was, what are the facts to back that up? So, hey, little inner voice, what are the facts to back up what you just said to me? And then the second thing is, would we say that to one of our friends? So those are the 2 things I want you to do. It's hashtag little voice check. And let me know if you have any questions about how to do your homework, because I love it, love it. I love it when y'all do your homework. So do your homework, do your homework, do your homework. Okay, that is the end of the first half of tonight's chat. We're going to go ahead and go to the second half. So special guest is going to get ready, has some prep to do. I'm going to go ahead and get my drink of water, and I'm going to go ahead and get my apron on, because special guest does have 2 recipes to show you. And special guest is extremely excited about using the tool for the first one. And it's kind of terrifying me how excited. So our special guest again tonight, since it's still summer and school is not back in, is Alyssa again. Shock everybody. I know everyone is shocked that it is Alyssa. So she is my best helper. She's the only one that would stay up late enough to help me with this. And she loves being the special guest, and she loves being here with you all. Okay, so we're going to turn the camera around a little bit, because one of the things that Alyssa is going to show you how to do, the plug is not long enough to keep it over here. Okay, and Sandra says hello. Mary says hi, Peanut. Lynn says hi, Alyssa. Yep, so can you say hello to everybody? Oh, Miss Debbie says hello. Yep, okay, it's good to see you all. So everybody go ahead and stop and get a drink of your water. So this is officially the end of the first half of tonight's chat. Everybody get your drink of water. Alyssa put a little squirt. Oh, look. Carol Lou's Peanut. Her name is it Avina? Am I saying it correctly? Avina says, hi, Alyssa. And she's waving. Can you say hi to Avina?
Hi.
Can you try to say that? Or Other Peanut. You can call her Other Peanut. Because her grandma calls her Peanut also. Did you know that there's 2 peanuts?
I was like, when I heard peanut.
Oh, yeah. She said when she heard Peanut, she was like, whoop. Because she thought you all were talking to her. Let's see. Susie says hi. Marianne does. Marlene does. Sherry does. Yep. Okay, everybody's saying hi. So everybody get your drink of water real quick.
I'm ready to.
Okay.
And I was doing my number of how old I was.
Oh, she's showing everybody that she is 6. So, and Danielle, Miss Danielle says hi. She goes, Miss Danielle right here, she goes to the meeting I go to on Tuesdays. Okay, so this is the second half of, already forgot the chat number, this is the second half of chat number 372, and then Miss Elaine says hello, and we are talking about how to respond to unhelpful thoughts. One of the ways to respond to unhelpful thoughts is to make sure that you have fun and healthy things to eat all the time, because that's a problem I have, is everybody gets to eat good things. I don't ever get to eat what everybody else eats. I know, and that's an unhelpful thought, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay, and Miss Debbie wants to know what's on your apron. It's actually
A
a
turkey.
turkey. It's actually a turkey, and it was from, my goodness, 3 years ago. Except I think we're getting ready to have to repair it, because all of a sudden it has a little rip in it.
That's okay with me.
Okay, yeah, we'll fix it. We'll fix it when we get home. But I think she made this maybe in pre-K. Okay, so Alyssa wants to show you a couple of things, because she wants you to always have, not yet, because she always wants you to have helpful thoughts, right?
Yeah.
It's good to have helpful thoughts, because then you can help. So first helpful thought is that how do you like our garden? What?
I saw a thumbs up.
You did see a thumbs up? Oh, she saw a thumbs up. That made her really excited. Oh wait, look, let's see if it'll do it. Let's see if it'll do the big one. Can we get the big one to go? Hold on, we have to play for just a second. And if you're new, just join in. Yeah. So let's see if we can get a thumbs up to go. Nah, not gonna do it right now. Okay, so first thing to making sure that you have helpful thoughts is getting scooted up so that you don't fall off. Scoot your bottom back. She's a little bit far away from where she needs to be. Okay. First thing is to make sure that you are surrounded with good food. So do you want to show them something out of your garden? That's not out of your garden. So Alyssa has, hello, this one. Alyssa and I have a garden, and Sister Bo helps us with it. I promise we check it every day, but look what we found in the garden. That's a zucchini. How is it that big?
I don't know.
What do you think we should make with that zucchini? Zucchini bread? Zucchini muffins? We could make zucchini donuts.
Yeah.
Chocolate chip. We could make chocolate chip zucchini muffins. Would that be good?
Wait a minute.
What?
The ginormous.
Talk loud.
The ginormous the giantest pickle ever.
Well, no, that's not a cucumber. This is a zucchini. You can make pickles out of this. Okay, speaking of pickles, another way to make sure that you have, that you always have good thoughts, that you have, Elaine just asked, how were your pickles? She's getting ready to try them. Hello, Lisa. Okay, these are the pickles that we made 2 weeks ago for Alyssa, and she's getting ready to try them. So let's see. And these are Alyssa's, so I can stick my fingers in here because no one from work is going to be eating these. Okay? So these are special pickles, special quick pickles made just for Alyssa. Let's see how she likes them. And these are made with cucumbers from our garden. Is it good? Yay! Yay! So the quick pickles were a good idea, right? Yep. And then next time, do you want me to use, what? Did you get some hearts? Next time, do you want me to use Miss Canaan's recipe for Lily and see how you like that one? And make some more pickles? Did you know that this is a before pickle? This is a cucumber, and it makes pickles. Is that a good idea? Okay, awesome. So next, let's see, I think it's next week, we'll have Lily and Kelsey back in the showroom on Saturday, and so we'll be trying to ferment pickles. And then a week after that, we'll see what Alyssa thinks about fermented pickles instead of pickled pickles. Okay, so why don't you get another drink of that, because what we're going to make next, I don't think you're going to want to have pickle juice in your mouth. Okay, which one do you want to make? Why don't you make the, do you want to make the ice cream next, or do you want to make the?
Ice cream.
Okay, so Alyssa.
Watermelon ice cream.
What, honey?
The watermelon ice cream.
Okay, Alyssa, it's actually watermelon sorbet. Can you say that?
Watermelon sorbet.
Okay, Alyssa and I have been eating a lot of watermelon, haven't we? Does watermelon make us happy? We don't need this yet. Does watermelon make us happy?
Yeah.
Does watermelon make us say happy things?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we love it, don't we? Okay, so the next thing that we are going to make, I know, Barbara. Can you say hello to Miss Barbara?
Hi.
The next thing that we're going to make is like a watermelon sorbet. This is our first time. Oh, and Melissa, I'll try the watermelon rinds without Alyssa. They're a little strong, so I don't think she's going to like those. So I'll try those for you all, and I might bring you all some on Tuesday. But they're a little. The anise, I love anise, but that was a little strong. Probably needs to be taken down a notch. So we will. Oh my goodness! Look, her peanut, Carol Lou's peanut, is visiting to go to the pickle festival in Pittsburgh. There's a pickle festival? That is awesome. That is awesome. Okay, so one of the things that we're going to make, this one, the second thing that Alyssa wants to make, we've made before. We made for 4th of July. We made it a couple of times. And actually her and her neighbor Lily made a lot of it. So we'll make that last, since Alyssa is a pro at making that. But first, she wants to try to make watermelon sorbet. So let me see if I need to turn this a little bit more. Can you pull this? Can you pull that out just a little bit? Okay, this is a food processor. So this is a very sharp object. This is a do not let your children use this alone. Okay. So Alyssa, would you ever do this by yourself?
No.
Should an adult always be present?
Yes.
Tell them that an adult should always help.
That
Say, kids, you need to get an adult to help you before you try this at home.
Kids, you need to get an adult when you do this at home.
To keep you safe.
It
Okay.
helps.
Yep. Okay, I'm going to go get the frozen watermelon. Can you show them? She's going to show you her green hair real quick. The leftovers from her blue hair. Do you want to turn around a little bit? And I'll be right back. Okay, so for Alyssa's first recipe, we're going to make a watermelon sorbet. So can you carefully take the lid off of this? And this is just a little inexpensive food processor that that I have. And I'm going to carefully put the watermelon. These are just watermelon spears that I had cut up from leftover watermelon. Oh, and look at Susie's. Look at Susie's little. Okay. Remember, those are very sharp blades. Okay.
It can smush anything.
It can chop anything. It can chop fingers. It can chop watermelon. Yeah, that's why I said that's why I said kids, you need an adult to help with this. Okay, okay. So we're not going to overload it, even though I think I just overloaded it. So we're not going to overload it because mine's really small. No, wait, we've got to put some yogurt in there.
Oh yeah.
So we found this recipe on the internet. Yep, that's it. So Alyssa and I found this recipe on the internet. And it literally only has 2 ingredients. So the ingredients, what's the first ingredient, Alyssa?
Watermelon.
But what kind of watermelon?
Frozen watermelon.
Yeah.
Frozen watermelon.
Yes, frozen watermelon. And the second ingredient is non-fat plain Greek yogurt, but I am using vanilla yogurt so that we don't non-fat yogurt, so that we don't have to put any flavoring in there. So
we have tons of watermelons.
We have tons. Oh, look, Miss Lynn did watermelons too. Awesome.
Now could I put it on?
Now put the lid on. Can you get it on there? Okay, look, it goes like that, and then it clicks over, okay? Okay, now comes the loud part. And remember, children, you need a helper. So go ahead and push it. Yep. Whoop. Why don't you do this one? That's the little bit less one. Whoop. Okay. That watermelon is so frozen. Okay.
Are you ready?
Not yet. Oh my goodness. You're looking so dang. You're laughing.
It's almost done.
Okay, let me check it. Okay, let me check it. Can y'all hear her laughing over the top of that? Oh, ooh, so close. Okay, let me push it down a little bit.
Oh.
We may have put just a tiny, mine's so small, we may have put just a tiny bit too much watermelon in there, but oh my goodness, it is looking good. Okay, let's get that lid back on there again. Really good. Okay, go ahead.
Ready?
I think we can try it. We've got just a few chunks of watermelon left in there that we can do. We can do later and finish it up. But okay, can you take a little bite and try it? What do you think? Oh, is it good? Okay, let me try it then. Okay, but be very careful because the blades are still in here, okay? Okay, let me get a little bit. Mmm. Oh, Alyssa.
You
Your
can taste the
first
vanilla.
Yeah.
And you can taste the watermelon.
You can taste both the vanilla and the watermelon?
Can I have one of the watermelons?
Yep.
No, one of those.
Not yet. You're going to do the recipe. Okay, take one more bite.
Yeah.
This is really, really good.
Hey, I want to have a big. Whoa, that's too much. Whoa, that's enough.
Is that enough? And just blend it up really well. And you saw, even a 6-year-old can make that, okay? Yummy. That is absolutely fantastic. We'll have to make that more often, won't we, Alyssa? Was it good? So your first recipe was a success? Good job. Okay, let me put this frozen watermelon up, and I'll be right back. So you talk to them about something for a minute. And Susie says, network star. Yeah. Yeah, Sarah, I bet it is 0 points because that wasn't very much yogurt. I mean, that was probably 1 point worth of yogurt divided over that whole thing. So, okay, you talk to them. Don't touch anything there while I put this up. And you talk to them. What do you want to tell them?
I don't know.
What's your favorite thing about summer?
So I'm going to the pool with you.
Okay.
And going to zoo camp.
Yep. Tell them about zoo camp real quick while I put this up.
Oh yeah, zoo camp. I would have to remember all of those things. I'm going to tell them about the tiger first.
What, they have child Food Network stars too? That's pretty awesome. Yeah, we may have to try for that. Okay, we'll finish this when we get done. Okay, tell them a little bit about zoo camp. I'll put this up.
So one time at zoo camp, I found the tiger sleeping at a gate, and it was so funny. And I'll tell you some of it now.
You told them some of it? What?
I'll tell you some of it.
No, it's okay. Okay, sit back down. Okay, so now we are done with our zoo camp story.
I got to make superheroes.
And you got to make superheroes?
I got to make a superhero costume.
Yeah. They had an amazing zoo camp counselor this year. Oh, Miss Susie did tigers. They had an amazing zoo camp counselor this year that Casey, her mom, Casey. Oh wait, say hi to Mom and Bo if they're there.
Hi.
So Mom and Bo.
Hi, Mommy and Bo.
Yeah, if you're there, if you're still watching, hopefully Bo's getting ready to go to bed. But they had an amazing zoo camp counselor this year who actually knows her mom. He worked with her mom, I don't know, 15 years ago at the zoo, I think.
His name is Mr. Will.
Okay, so for Alyssa's next recipe, what are we going to be making?
Watermelon pizza.
Has anybody ever, no wait, ask if anybody has ever had watermelon pizza.
Has anybody had watermelon pizza?
What should they do to let you know since you can't see them? What symbol should they do down here to let you know if they've had watermelon pizza?
Pizza?
Maybe do a watermelon and a pizza?
Yeah, watermelon and a pizza.
What? Danielle knows Mr. Will.
What?
How do you know Mr. Will? He was awesome.
I'm gonna ask Mommy if she knows.
Miss Danielle?
Yeah.
Okay. Miss Danielle, you'll have to tell me Tuesday how you know Mr. Will. Look, Miss Lynn put a watermelon and a piece of pizza. Uh-oh, Barbara's never heard of it. Melissa's never heard of it. Okay, well, y'all are in for a treat. Do you want to tell them where you found watermelon pizza? Where did you find the recipe for watermelon pizza?
On a video called Nastya.
Yeah. And so she was making this with her friends?
Yeah. Since one of her friend's little sister got hungry, and then she wanted pizza, and then her big sister, she was like, pizza's not healthy for you. And then Nastya, she got an idea of making watermelon pizza.
So that's what you wanted to make?
Yeah.
You wanted to make watermelon pizza because it's healthy?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so what do you start with?
Watermelon!
Okay. Can you show them the watermelon? Okay, so you can get a triangle of watermelon, and we did it for July 4th, and I cut them out on the table where we were serving our July the 4th food, and Alyssa and her friend...
Lily were in our swimming pool.
Yeah, Alyssa and her neighbor Lily were in their swimming pool. And how many pieces of watermelon pizza did you have on July the 4th?
A lot.
A lot, yeah. And this is so much better for, I don't know if you could hear Alyssa or not, but she said in the video that she was watching, the little girl wanted pizza, or one of the kids wanted pizza, and the other little girl said, well, pizza's not healthy for you. Let's make something healthy, the big sister. And so they made watermelon pizza. Okay, the ingredients that Alyssa is going to be using for the watermelon pizza, and I'm going to have a piece too, these are, so the watermelon, we washed and then sliced into triangles like a pizza. Everything else that we're going to put on here is fruit, and it has already been washed. So please,
raspberries,
please,
and blackberries.
And please go ahead and wash it first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we washed all of them first, and then we froze them. So what are you going to put on your watermelon pizza, Alyssa? I mean, you can do raspberries too.
Blueberries.
Do you want to do raspberries too?
No.
You're just going to do blueberries?
Just blueberries.
Okay.
I want to make it look like it's pepperonis.
Oh, she said she's going to make the blueberries look like they're pepperonis.
Ah! That one fell off the corner. Ah! It keeps falling off the corner.
Okay. And you don't get extra credit for artistic presentation. You can just make it.
Done with my
Okay.
watermelon.
Is that enough?
pizza.
Okay. Do you want to try it and see how it tastes?
Yeah.
Okay, and it's okay if your fruit rolls off, falls off. Since we're not in the yard, I'm going to go ahead and hold it underneath Alyssa. How is that? Is that yummy? Okay, what I'm going to put on my watermelon pizza, let's see. I
It's
think
raspberries.
I want raspberries and blackberries. Because to me, raspberries and blackberries are summertime foods. And Melissa wants to know if a little bit of yogurt would be good too. Let's try it. Let's do that because I've still got that out. So let's take...
Wait a
Oh no,
minute.
I'd put it back up. Hold on.
Wait a minute, no, is it okay? Actually, I changed in my mind about the whipped cream.
Okay. That's okay. You can change your
Whipped
mind.
cream pizza.
Okay, Alyssa has changed her mind, and she wants to put a little bit of whipped cream on hers. So why don't you pick up the berries, and I'll put...
Fine.
Okay, and this is zero sugar. This is zero sugar Ready Whip, and it's made with real cream. It is keto friendly in case any of you are doing keto. 2 tablespoons is 15 calories, and I think it's I'm pretty sure it's 1 point for 2 tablespoons. And you know what? I was gonna do what Melissa said and put the yogurt on here, but I think I want whipped cream on mine too.
Yay.
Wah! Okay, sorry, the whipped cream just went crazy. Hold on. Whipped cream, that was just crazy. That was unnecessary. You did not need to go that crazy, whipped cream. Okay, and I'm gonna put a couple of raspberries on
I
mine.
think I changed my mind about the blueberries.
What do you want now?
Just the whipped cream.
No, not just whipped cream. No, you can eat the
I'm
blueberries
just
too.
kidding.
Okay. Okay, so Alyssa's has just a little bit of, again, the zero sugar Ready Whip, and mine has zero sugar Ready Whip. You could have put the yogurt on there. You could have just put the berries on there, but I did raspberries and blackberries, and Alyssa did blueberries. So let's see how mine is.
Gonna get any of those
Mm-hmm.
with the blackberry.
Oh yeah,
No, with the raspberry.
so good. Okay, let me try. The blackberry was fantastic. What is that? What is fantastic?
It means fantastic.
Is it fancy for fantastic?
Mm-hmm.
And who says that?
Fancy Nancy.
Yeah, if you've not seen Fancy Nancy, fantastic is fancy for fantastic. Okay, now let's try it with a raspberry. Yum, yum, yum. Alyssa, I think your watermelon pizza is a hit. So do you want to tell them the ingredients again in case they want to make it at home?
You can put any topping on. You can put blueberries. You can put strawberries.
Yep.
You can put blackberries. You can put raspberries. You can do anything.
Mm-hmm.
But except for apples.
You don't think apples would be on there? Yeah, she said no
because
apples.
Because we would have to like cut them off and then like cut off the outsides.
Oh, okay. Okay. And then how do you prepare your watermelon to get ready?
You have to cut them in triangles just like a pizza.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And should you wash any of this before you put it on your pizza?
Wash it first.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Wash it first and then freeze it?
Yeah.
Okay. How long do you think it took us to make this?
Minute.
A minute? Okay. Yeah. So the preparation is 1 minute. Yeah. It only took a few minutes to slice the watermelon into triangles, and then she's right. Alyssa's exactly right. It took us about 1 minute to make our yummy. Yeah, no kidding. To make our yummy watermelon pizza, and then it only took us about what? Also, how long do you think it took us to make the watermelon sorbet?
A little bit.
A little bit? Yeah, maybe just a little bit longer than a minute?
A little bit.
Okay.
Like
And
a few minutes.
And how do you make that? How do you make the watermelon sorbet? Do you remember?
You take you wash the watermelon,
Mm-hmm.
then you cut it up in small pieces,
Okay.
and then next you freeze
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
the watermelon, and then take them out and then put them into a blender.
Okay, or a food processor.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what?
And then you put yogurt, and then you mix.
Yep, and then you blend until you've got sorbet, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds
I'm gonna
fantastic.
eat my
Is there
blueberries after.
Yep, is there anything else you want to tell them?
I'm gonna take this blueberry off.
You want to tell them to please subscribe?
Please subscribe.
Yep, and tell them to click that little bell so that they'll know when more videos come up. What?
Look what one of them said. She's doing
Oh. Yeah. Thank you, Barbara. She can read what you said. So, okay, everybody have a great week. I know we're ending just a few minutes early, but we need to eat the rest of our watermelon before it's time to go. So if you were watching this on YouTube, that's just youtube.com, search If You Have an Egg. Please go ahead and let that next video roll over. It won't be as cute as this video, but I promise that you will like it. And, oh yeah, Mary says maybe try it with peaches. That sounds good. And Elaine, okay, so hold on. Elaine had a great question. Elaine, you only freeze the watermelon for the sorbet. You do not have to freeze the watermelon for the watermelon pizzas. It just needs to be good and cold. So everybody have a great week. Good night to Carol Lou's Peanut. It is especially nice to meet you. I hope you all have a great week. And Miss Debbie says night-night. But we're going to eat the rest of our watermelon and get cleaned up because we are now 50 minutes past somebody's bedtime, aren't we? Yep. And
more
hopefully
than half an hour.
that is more than a half an hour. So you all have a good evening, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks for being here. Good night. Can you tell them good night?
Good night.